Friends, welcome back. In this video, I'd like to take a look at another machine on the Van Hub, which is Xenix One. The link will be added into the description section below so that you can download and play the machine. Before we go ahead, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. You're greatly appreciated. So without further ado, let's just get started. We can switch over to the Kali Linux VM. First of all, we need to discover the IP address of the target. The utility I'd like to use, as always, would be netdiscover. As you can see, the IP address of the target could be recognized as 170. So what are we going to do next? We need to do the port and service scanning with a map. To save time of this video, I've already completed before. So for now, we just get out its result. As you can see over here, I used the options like SceneScan, the virtual scan, the default script scan, followed by the -P- to do the full range port scan. The last option for all is ON to output the result into this file. So from the Nmap scanning results, we can tell that the target has two open ports. The first one is 80, which is running HTTP service, and also the version information, Apache 2. And the next one is 6688, which is running SSH service. You know, this is a very unusual port number. So it's very important to put the option of the -P-, otherwise maybe this port number cannot discovered. Okay, so what do we have to do next? We need to do the emulation for the web application which is running on the port number 80, both manually and automatically. Let's launch our browser to do the automatic emulation. Sorry, not the manual emulation, my bad. So we can put the IP address of the target into the address bar of the browser. Press enter. We got this default Apache 2 page, and we can walk through this page, but nothing interesting we can get. And also, as usual, we can check its source code or by viewing the page source. And we can scroll down, but nothing special we can get. Next, we need to check whether this site has a robots file or not. Not found. Next, let's pull up the terminal to make automatic emulation. Yeah, again here, this is, you know, we need to be doing the automatic emulation after completing the manual emulation. And if we cannot get anything from the automatic emulation, maybe we need to go back to the manual emulation. Okay, so now we can notch the Nikto to do the automatic emulation. And as you can see over here, the banner information, the header information, also allowed HTTP methods can be reviewed by the Nikto. But so far, nothing interesting we can get. Next, we can launch the GoBuster to do the directory emulation. We can use the W option to specify the word list, the buster directory, and extension option, HTML, and text. Sorry, I have a phone call. I'd like to pause the video. All right, I'll come back. As you can see over here, the GoBuster discovered this directory. We can copy and note it down to our notebook. I don't think we can find anything else beyond this directory. To save time of this video, I will not wait anymore. So next we can access this discovered directory by the browser. And yeah, this is the Valava ready to join the Cyber Phoenix. And we can scroll down, contact us. So unable to connect because I configure this target machine as host only. So it will be for certain we cannot connect to the internet. Okay, all right. And here at the top, there's some links about and also contact. But before we try to, walk through this function, contact us, I'd like to make deeper directory enumeration. And lava lamp. Press enter. And immediately GoBuster can discover some directories and also files, but none of them are valuable. Okay, so to save time of this video, I'd like to interrupt here. So next, I think we need to analyze or make a deeper analysis for this contact us form. We can put, for example, like a JSON and JSON1 and the test and test, and we can set the proxy to Burp Suite, and then we can launch the Burp Suite. Intercept is on, and then we can send the message. And as you can see, we intercepted this request. And I think from the URL, we can discover or identify this page. We can copy. Maybe we can copy and forward. Nothing, interesting here. And we can put over here. So next, maybe we can access this file. We can disable the intercept option and press enter. This time we got different information back from the target. This guy. I think this is one of a very famous actor. And we can check its source code. And we can scroll down. Even we found the form. However, on the page, we cannot see this form, right? The form. So where is the form? I think this phenomenon is caused by this style. We can, which one? Yeah, this one. So maybe we can, sorry, open the inspect, and we can expand the table. Even here, maybe this is the issue, opacity. So we can set it to 1. And then as you can see, we found this form. It may be very vague, very difficult to see. But here we can, this should be lumber. We can expand all of the information. So we can specify the number, okay? And integer, the lim is a file. So the parameter lim itself can lead us a reasonable deduction. Maybe this parameter has local file inclusion vulnerability, okay? So to verify this point, we can enable the intercept option again, and we can put the number, for example, like 1, And as you can see, we successfully got a request, and the parameter is a file. So maybe this parameter has LFI vulnerability. To test, we can send this request to repeater module, and we can try, for example, password file, send, but nothing returned, right? The content of a password file hasn't been returned. However, we put the 1 and send again. So the repeater module is fantastic. We can utilize this module to test or to exploit the web application. As you can see over here, this time we retrieve the password file. And from this file, we can get to know the username information. This one, Fort. So at this point, we have already know that the target is vulnerable to the LFI. So how to do next? Next, we need to exploit this vulnerability. And there will be different techniques. The first one, as always, I think I've already demonstrated this technique for many times. The first thing we need to check is to whether we can access the private key. Okay, so how to do? We can remove this file, home, Fort, SSH, private key, and we can send. We can scroll down. We successfully retrieved the private key, and then we can copy this private key and create the private key locally. Okay, we can paste in here, and then we need to change mode with this file to use it, and then we can SSH Fort, IP address of the target, and also we need to specify the private key. And another option in this case is very, important. The port number, we can use the P option to specify the port number. So what's the port number? I cannot remember. 6688. Okay. As you can see, we successfully log in to the target. And now we can grab the user flag without any problem. Next, we need to do some local enumeration. For example, we can check the kernel. This kernel maybe is vulnerable, but I'm not going to take this, vulnerable kernel for this video. If you want me to do, maybe I can try out later, okay, or in other video. And next, we can check how many. Of course, we have already got to know the information of the user names. And next, we can check sudo. Sudo. But we didn't get the password for this user yet. So we just tried 3 attempts. Next, of course, we need to check ID. I think from the ID, we know that this user, current user Fort, is a member of the LXD group. So what do we have to the next? Which would be very straightforward. We can utilize this membership to elevate privilege. However, how to do it? We can go to this website. I always use this website, for the, in the light of the LXD privilege escalation. Okay. And we just follow the instructions. And you can scroll down. We can clone the file from the GitHub. I've already done that. And then we can upload this image to the target. Okay. So next we need to upload this image to the target. How to do? we can set up the web server on the Kali Linux. Now let's go back and we can navigate to temp directory where we have permission to write, to save, to execute anything in most cases. Okay, so next we can use wget and port number, default port number by the Python, and also we can copy the file name, very long file name, and of course you can modify the file name if you want to. Okay, so next we can use our X image list, nothing here now at this moment, and then we can import this image to the machine. So how to do? Alpine and then alias my image. Okay, and the next we need to make double check to see whether we have already imported this image to the container management system. Okay, so next we did, and then we can initialize this container, and the next we can copy. The link of this website will be also added into the description section below. Okay, so we can copy and paste over here. No error. Great. And then we can paste in here, and then we can go into the shell. Okay, and now we can navigate to root directory, and then we can cut out the root flag. So that's pretty much it. In this video, I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day, please.